Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see just...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. He gets this one to Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow will throw. Again, it's Johnson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Burrow on play action. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets past one man. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take it. Here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Now Burrow on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mixing up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the 1st down. Fields throw taken in here by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. On 1st down, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. It's caught by Jackson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Fields. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
This is fielded at the 7.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case,
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, Burrow. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Now, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Tim Patrick, a touchdown reception. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head over to check on the Jags at home in Jacksonville. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders, and that one's gone to halftime. The Raiders trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that game all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, this is Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Fields.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Burrow.
And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
T.J. Watt
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a give to Mixon. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
77 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And this is incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd and 7, Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. The 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Cincinnati, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank